Okay. Let's check and see. We won our last game 10-0. Ball speed, we're getting up for Takayama. And the stamina for Narita. Hopefully it gets up there pretty soon. Yeah. Ball speed going up for most people. It's fine. Contact right for Sugiya is actually B tier now. Let's get that contact left up. First baseman Koshida. I think he's anything special. No, it's our third base, Narita, and our second base. With our third baseman, I believe, being gifted. So it's Sekita here. That's well above and beyond, so we're gonna get S tier with you hopefully soon. Nita is working on contact versus righties. Yeah, that's fine. And then we have Nanamura, who's our new third baseman, who's kind of crazy with it. That we're good enough on power right now. Everybody's energy is a little low too. Keep in mind. Furusei, speed. Throwing right now for Senba, speed for Nawa. Contact versus righties for Gunji. Speed going up for Ogita. Etching going up right now for Tamaki. Yamamura is working on his speed. Okay. Like we're gonna triple up on sprints. That's pretty easy choice right there. You know, we didn't double check that we didn't have any items that we wanted to use, which is my bad. That's okay. We go here. So that's all set. Here should be everything that we need to do. Alright. Contact and speed go up. I'll got taller. Another underdog rated. So should be able to beat this one pretty easy. Everybody is looking good. I mean, yeah, I guess we have plenty of people on the bench if we end up needing to swap anyone out. Narita has almost got up to Ajiri, who is the reason why we lost in the last one, and it was my fault for putting him in. He wasn't good enough to be put in at that point. It was a mistake, bad coaching decision, and yeah, we paid for it. We got a match called on us in, I think, the 7th inning. It was a mistake, and then the tournament before that, we ended up going against a super powerhouse in round 1. How that made it through, I don't even know. I was thinking about sending them to second, honestly. Bad pitch splitter. We're gonna go for hit and run. Yeah. Well worth it. And then we hit an absolute bomb to start this one off. Nanamura. 3-run homer. The gifted man strikes. Hopefully we'll be able to see his gifted ways for a while here. And hey, we get a double, another chance. Pitcher error. We get a run. We got another run out of it, so 4-0 lead in the top of the first as we get ready here to pitch with Takayama. Focused a little bit more on Takayama's pitching speed than we did with Kikuchi. I miss him. We made mistakes and got unlucky. But hopefully with Takayama, and then we'll be able to do a little bit better. Let's get this curveball down and in. And finish it off with fastball up and in. Nice. Our sinker is pretty darn good at this point, along with our slider. It's this two-seam fastball and the curveball that we have that we want to put a little bit more into. Sugiya going to be right underneath that. It's an easy pickup. Fastball up and in. Nice. We get the curveball to finish it off. Nice. 2 strikeouts and a pop-out in the inning. Keeps us scoreless and hitless. We get into second inning, where we go down pretty quick. We did at least get a hit. Break out the side. The other way around, and then hit a couple of doubles, get us a little bit more insurance. We're already up 5-0, 6-0 now with Tamaki's hit. We just need a little bit more bases loaded, and they walk someone home before we get a hit, and it's now 9-0. So we are just 1 run away from being able to end this one in the 5th. We'll see if that is going to be the case. Here we go into the 5th. We get a hit, another hit. All it's going to take is, well, that ground out was enough, and we're even up another one. So it is 11-0. That's a flyout, another flyout. We might be able to finish it right here. Start this with a curveball. He's clueless about it. Get back in there with the fastball. All right, he touched it. But then we do curveball again. And we pinpoint it. 8 strikeouts in 5 innings, and we win it 11-0. It's a very good match for us. Very happy with it. Very, very happy with how that transpired. Nomura has gotten the hitting machine title. Nice. He, I mean, kind of is a hitting machine. Goes stadium, bench press, bench press. Wait, actually, double check items. Okay. We have a whole bunch of stuff that we can't use. Left field. That Nawa, why not? Still don't need any pitchers and stuff, do we? No. Nope. Okay. Back to stadium, bench press, bench press. Ishino. King. Walk off for Furuse? Nice. Bit of power in there for the team. like contact gushing and a little bit more power. Gunji's academic skill improves. Nice. Cartoons, how you doing today? For favorites to win, I didn't pay attention to if these guys were underdogs or what they were. Ooh. Tamaki is in really bad condition. And I see no reason not to allow Yamamuro to get in there. He's one of the players that I think... No. Yamamuro is just a good right fielder, I guess. He's not a 4-star or anything. Must be a 3-star. Takayama is fully rested. If we need to... I mean, I feel like... Oh, right, it's the pitches for Naruto that we're really worried about right now. Yeah. We gotta get him something that goes straight down, and we gotta get him a curveball. He only has fast pitches right now. So, a little unfortunate. It's a pretty big gap in his repertoire. But his stamina was relatively low when he joined, even though he was a 4-star. So, it's been taking a little while to get him up to speed. And with us not doing very well in the tournaments, it also didn't help. Now we have Ikia starting us off. It's all one. Really slow dropping changeup right there. Okay, curveball is okay. And there's the fastball. Easy double. With Ikia. And we'll see how Nita can do. Oh, 2-seam fastball as well. Interesting. That was another 2-seamer. And that ball got down. Maybe a little lucky there. I feel like that definitely could have been an out. Nanamuro, can you do it again? It's a 2-seam, so we were a little bit off on it. Oh, and it's off the top of the wall. But we are going to get a double out of it. Super, super close from a home run, but that 2-seam had us just barely off the mark. So instead we have Gunji up, who is our current best power hitter. I'm sure to be surpassed by Nanamuro pretty soon. And he got a better hit off of the 2-seam, but he's actually going to fly out. We are going to get the sacrifice and get our second run, though. And we just need one more run to end the inning for us. And that's just an easy fastball left there. That's going to be a 1-out double to get us our third run of the first inning from Sugiya. Just a good piece of hitting here. Sends it deep over the center fielder's head, up against the wall. See what the team does. Immediately gets us another run. Tack on 2 after we're done, before we start our pitching. Let's see, Takayama put in the work. Let's try and finish another one of these early so he can keep on pitching. Let's start the day with a curveball. That is the first strike. We'll do a 2-seam right on the edge as well. Nice. And finish it off with a slider away. Wasn't ready for it. So we'll go sinker in on this one. Curveball away. Which he does make contact with. Impressive. And then we go a two-seam down in it. Yeah. Not ready for that one, so that's another strikeout. This guy will start off with the fastball. Then go to the slider away. Then we'll hit him with that curveball on the back door. Oh, he does make contact. Really good contact, honestly, with it. But Yamamuro is going to be able to catch that easily. We watch as our team gets up to bat again. They only get a hit. Leave the player stranded on first. As Takayama, I thought he was going to strike him out 1-2-3, the bottom of the second again. But one more out, and we face the minimum through 3. Would be nice if we could have got a few more runs by now. That is going to be our 6th. Hanamuro up, gets walked, so now Gunji ends up flying out to second. We only get 1 in the top of the 4th. We continue to face the minimum through 4. It gets us up by 7. A walk. Another hit. Ikia with a triple clears the bases and has us up 11-0. So it may just be another 5-inning game for us. They finally get a hit. It's a double. They follow it up, and now all of a sudden there's first and third. And we don't want to allow more than 1 run. So we're going to go in here with slider, curveball. Curveball gets us our first out. The foul pop-up. So now we're going to go sinker on the inside. We were hoping he was going to go for it. Instead, we'll go slider on the outside. And honestly, we want the ground out, so we're going to go sinker on the outside now. Over to second to first, the double play, and the ball game as Ishita wins his second 11-0. You know what I haven't double-checked? Okay. Audio is still working good. I hadn't double-checked the audio. You never know. Audio could fall off all of a sudden, and we get absolutely nothing besides a little bit of trust out of the team right there. That is the end of round number 3. Ready for round number 4. Oh, we can triple up on the practice swings. Absolutely. We get 2 bits of contact out of it, because it's only a day of practice. So now we're going decent rated. I feel like this is still going to be a pretty easy one. We are favorites to win. Everybody is in okay enough condition. Takayama, continues to end it after 5 innings, so we don't have too much to worry about. Chikuzen Suzen. Also, Kurtons, you didn't answer me earlier when I asked how you were doing, and it hurts my feelings. The bow and the time. Pitching on the other team is pretty decent. Let's see how fast we can get their pitching out of there. We are going to start as the pitching team in this one. Be a little bit more unusual for us. We'll go right into it with our 2-seamer. To the curveball. And then a slider. It's a great pitch. We left it up a little bit more than I wanted to. That's okay. Then we're going to start this guy off with the curveball. But then the fastball up and away. And you ready? He's not going to be ready for this. Sinker up. Yeah. Left him frozen. That's the second strikeout. And let's start sinker low. He's behind that one, so we'll keep the two-seam up above. Wasn't ready for that, and then the curveball down and in. He does connect on it, but Takayama is gonna roll right underneath it. Take him out. 1, 2, 3, easy again. You're good. You just had to do something. Fair enough. He's pretty good. I had bison for dinner. So that was interesting. It kind of just tastes like steak. Oh, that's a two-seamer. Good tacos. Tacos. But it's not Tuesday. It's Monday. Slider. It's going to be another... No, their left fielder, slow to react, is going to allow us to get a double. Nice. Gotta love it, love it, love it. How are your tacos, cartoons? They have a cutter. That's what it is. Okay, that makes sense. And the cutter doesn't matter with the metal bat sweet spot. Nakamura with his second home run of the stream. Just won a 2-run home run. Now let's see Gunji. His contact versus righties is at a B tier, and he is gonna crush that one as well. Back-to-back home runs. That one got sent 413 feet. Huh. Oh, yeah. Suppose it would be a while ago for you at this point, cartoons. This is like almost your bedtime. Maybe like an hour away from going to bed or something. No, we are not going to bed. Oh, they're actually stringing together some hits. This is the difference between an underdog-rated team and a decent-rated team. 1 hour and you'll be asleep? Yeah. Can't believe she was eavesdropping from the other room. Probably because I don't talk very quiet. Especially while streaming. I feel like I talk a little bit louder. Alright, 5th inning, and we are not up by 10 runs, so we're not going to be able to end it this early. A couple of ground outs, a hit there from Sugiya, who's having a really good game so far. Now we have a chance. Yeah, I know. What the heck? We got Koshida up first year. And honestly, I thought that was going to be a bad hit, but it just drops in a good spot. That's going to give us a 5-1 lead. That was a little bit of poor batting for me, but we're able to kind of like muscle it out into left center field. Now a little bit better contact here. And he's going to drill that one straight back up the middle. The center fielder misses it. Can we go for a triple? I want to go for it. Oh, I am so out. I'm cooked. I wanted to stretch it for a triple where he missed that diving play. I shouldn't have. But now we're up 7-1. We need quite a bit to be able to get a called game, but luckily in the 7th, all it takes is a single home run, and it can be game over. And it's Nanamura who hit 1 home run in this game already in the first inning. They have a bad pitch, and I just got ahead of it. We're going to go for the home run power. Inside, splitter. Not quite as volatile as the forkball to me. I feel like you can see it drop a little bit better. We try and go for it with Nanamura. We stick with the power hitting, and we get punished for it. But hey, we're gonna do it again with Gunji. His contact versus lefty is not quite as great. Slider gets called a ball. And inside fastball as the pitcher loses control. Curveball, that's ball 3. And he gave us something to hit. 111 miles per hour off the bat. And Gunji gets his second home run, and that's going to be a walk-off in the 7th. As, yeah, anytime we go up against weaker teams, it's nice and easy. Who would have guessed? Going up against easy teams makes it easy. You got any more 5-star? Were you here when we got that third baseman? I don't remember. Yeah, you were. Yeah, we haven't really progressed too much further than that. We got to the fall tournament, so we got to get through the fall tournament, and then the spring tournament, which we'll probably be invited to, and then we'll get more people again. We can do throw analysis here, but there's a skull. I don't want that. Bad hop catch. I'd prefer to try and get something good with it. Honestly, we have a lot of money, so we can go to Yorazuya and then just keep it simple, get some target practice in. Gunji is good. We'll see what we can do for him. Prime time. We do like our players having prime time. Alright, hopefully there's some good things at the store. We already have most of this stuff. We could go with tube, it's 10% off. Don't think it's worth it. We'll get the dirt. Baseball card isn't bad. Honestly, it might be worth it to save up for the team bus at some point. Ephus. Ephus is a straight up pitch. That's fascinating. Steal, head first, bunt. The baseball card interests me, but not enough. We're just gonna get the dirt. Yeah, they can stage mutiny all they want. I don't have anything for them. Maybe I have some energy drinks. Tamaki's catching. It's an upgrade. But we gotta get through round 5. Takayama does need a break. I think I trust Fukai more than Ajiri, I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna give Fukai an opportunity. Gonna see how it goes. Anamuru is not feeling great. I don't think. Yeah, these guys can't play third grade, so. He's also one of our 5-star players, so we don't really want to swap him out. Both Anamuru and Gunji, both 5-star players. But Gunji was right behind another catcher, so we swapped him to center field, and now he is where he is, kind of more as our DH. And that is a very easy one for our leadoff, and he's going to start it off with a home run. There we go, Ikia. Leadoff home run. He definitely has more power than our previous leadoff hitter, who was more just about speed. I think it's because we were able to train him up faster. Just because the quality of our field is so much better. You know, we probably shouldn't have swung at that one. It wasn't really worth it with Nita. And that one is. That's going to be a nice single. So now we have Nanamura. He has hit home runs in the past couple, and that is right down the middle, line drive, all the way up against the wall, but not quite able to get it over. Launch angle was a little bit low, only at 17 degrees. So we'll see if Gunji can make up for it. A slow little change up there. We still want to try and hit this home run. And that fastball left hanging down the middle is going to be almost a 450-foot bomb. That's a 3-run homer. Second home run of the inning. And a 4-0 lead already in the first with no outs. So let's see how the simulation deals with it, as we have already gotten to their second pitcher. And Ikia flies out to end the inning, so we did bat around. Now we're going up against the batters. Let's see, we have a slide palm, a fosh, a forkball, a fastball, and a two-seam. Fastball seems to be our best pitch. Is a... It's weird motion. Really gets that leg through afterwards. Let's start off with a fastball away. Then into the forkball, which has an okay break to it. We don't, again, not a ton of change of speed here. That two-seam does what it does best. Gets us a little pop-up. Slide palm. Honestly, kind of similar to a forkball, around the same speed, but it has a little bit more movement on it. It also breaks to the left. Now we'll get this fosh in here. And even though that player had tough out, that was 3 pitches. Pretty easy. Go fastball, slide palm, two-seam. Does connect with the two-seam, and it's the second out to our second baseman of the inning. That's going to retire this side in a nice 5-0 start See if the team can continue it. An error from the other team is going to have bases loaded in the second. And we get nothing out of it with the bases loaded. That is really unfortunate for the team. We could have had a really quick game. So now they string together a couple of hits just to leave their players stranded on base as well. Second inning, the inning of stranded runners. Oh, and an error in right field. Poor Kokura is going to allow us to get a run in the third. Us up 6-0. Home run from Sugiya puts us up to 7-0. So now we string together a couple of hits. A walk, bases loaded, and a hit brings us to 9-0. The hit from Nanomura makes it 10-0. Strikeout, couple of hits for the opposing team. Fukai, can you get it done? Yes, you get the ground out. We are just going to be, once it's our turn, 3 outs away. But with a pitcher error, we actually add on to our lead. It's now 13-14 to nothing. Walk on Nanomura, Gunji with a hit to follow it. We get 5 more runs to bring it 15-0. As they are now going to get a couple of hits. And, I mean, we can allow some runs here. Obviously, we'd prefer if we didn't. So Fukai is going to get in there with the Fosh, the fastball, and then the forkball. The play to second, over to first, and it's a double play! Ikia playing shortstop, able to get it through the middle and flicks it over to the second baseman. Oh my goodness, what a play. Let's get this two-seamer in there. Hit the slide palm to the outside. Couple of perfect pitches, and we'll go with a full power fastball. Blow it by him, up and away. Oh, he actually touches it. Good for him. Maybe we go full power Fosh. Down and in. There we go. The third strikeout. Only 3 strikeouts. That's okay. We win at 15-0 in the 5th. Huge win right there. As Tamaki's Runmaker takes a dive down to F tier, which kind of really sucks considering we just won, but what can you do? Sometimes players regress a little bit. Sugiya gets the Lightning title, Senba gets the Young Bull. Okay. Bad hop we got 2 of, throw analysis we're not going to do, and then we can double up on sprints if we wanted. I think we get the bad hop right now and pair it. Do we have any? Oh, we have some energy drinks. We're going to use 2 energy drinks. Oh, when did we get EV King? What? This is a batting thing, isn't it? When power swing is used, the hit speed increases. Alright, we want to use this on either Gunji or Nanomura. Gunji either can't learn it or already has it, so we're going to give it to Nanomura. And that's going to be EV King on Nanomura. Nice. Alright. Bad hop catch. Stadium, bad hop catch. Ooh, catching does go up by a good little chunk right there. We'll check the Pro Stadium out. Narita is rethinking it. Lost the special ability takeoff. Is unfortunate. Solo practice. Sugiya actually does get a little bit out of it. We'll double check on our team after the quarterfinals here. We're getting ready for the semifinals, because I'm sure that we're going to make it through this. Ooh. Nita in really bad shape. Our third baseman playing second base. Sekita is a second baseman that's actually better at shortstop, and... Okay. So we swap these two and swap Nita for Sekita. Yeah. Because we could have put Furusei in there, but I don't know. Sekita matches the speed a little bit better that we want. We probably actually want Sekita further down the batting lineup. Maybe all the way down the batting lineup, actually. Alright. Here we go. Quarterfinals. Hopefully should be a pretty easy game as well. We're very, very strong in the fall and the spring. But once we make it to that summer tournament, that's where we struggle. We got a little unlucky with our spring last time as well, going up against a super powerhouse in round 1. So... Okay, this pitcher has a curveball. Fastball at 92 at least. And we saw that one coming, but it does flare down into the outfield in front of their center fielder. So Ikia gets on base. We're going to go for a hit and run stance. We are not swinging at that. But we do steal second. And that's kind of why I go for that hit and run, because, well, it's an easier way to tell your players to steal. As Senba misses an easy fastball. The next one is down low. So that's the third fastball in a row. I should have expected that there wasn't going to be another one. But I didn't. We have Nanamura up. Easy trajectory, but we hit it foul. We missed the curveball. We're never good at hitting those or fork balls. And it's a fastball down the middle that we miss. I was expecting some sort of break, so I swung late. As we swing at that one, their third baseman makes a diving stop and takes us out. We go down without even getting a run in the first inning. Is this where it falls apart for us? I sure as heck hope not. So we're gonna try and make sure that we pitch really well here with Takayama. We're gonna use our better pitches because we didn't get any run support in the first. Go with the fastball, then to the sinker. Slider. Slider and then sinker. Ay, ay, ay. Getting my pitch sequence messed up. Sekita can't make it out there. And they get a blue pit with their first batter, just like we did with ours. So now we're going to go with a sinker kind of up high. He does get it down. Oh, we don't get it to second in time. We are still able to get it over to first to at least get the out. If it wasn't raining, then maybe we would have gotten that. So now we'll try the sinker. Just because it would have rolled nice for us. Gunji is able to catch it. We throw it in and try and get it to third, but they do advance the runner again. So now we need to start with a slider away. So fastball up and in. So I think another slider. Oh, but he absolutely drills that slider. Luckily, it goes foul, so we're going to go with the sinker instead. And Koshida is going to settle underneath it. That is going to be out number 3. The side retired. I feel like they were a little bit more productive. I didn't realize how good of a team they were. They definitely are a little bit better. We shouldn't just be pitching straight at them. We should try and pitch around them a little bit. But Sugi gets on base. We get the sack. Get him over to second. And then the hit from Tamaki is going to keep us going first and third before Ikia grounds out. We're able to go 1, 2, 3. Bottom of the third. Going to be up next. As it looks like we're able to go 1, 2, 3 again. We're through the first 3 innings. Now we're into the middle innings. We get a hit and leave the player stranded on first. Aren't able to get him any further. We hit a player before a flyout happens. Ikia starts us off. We get him over to second. Now we have Nanamura to try and get him home. Alright, we get a fastball that we miss. And that's going to bring up Gunji with Ikia on third. That's a low fastball. They still have their starter out there. And I'm not going to lie. Some of these starters have been proven pretty difficult for me. Can Gunji beat it out? He's at least 3 steps short. And we leave Ikia stranded on third base. Luckily for us, Takayama has been pitching an absolute gem, and besides that one hit that we let up, he has not done anything else. Tatum Edits, hello. How are you doing today? Okay, we do have a really good contact there. We're going to actually tag up off of that. That was very deep, off of kind of a weak hit. And now we'll see what Nawa can do. Oh, that's going to be a line out to the shortstop. We didn't read the pitch correctly. But hopefully that one squeaks through into center field. We get a second insurance run, and with how Takayama is pitching, it might just be enough. As he continues with another 1, 2, 3 inning. So every inning besides the first inning has been a 1, 2, 3 for Takayama, and now with a double we were able to hit home another run. Gunji is up to bat, and just so long we don't mess it up, should be able to get more right here. And that is a fastball that we are able to connect with, and a Gunji bomb leads to even more runs. It's what? That's going to be 5-0 at this point. Absolutely beautiful there from Gunji. Happy that we were able to connect with that fastball. Sometimes I struggle with those super low or super high ones. Just get my PCI there a little bit late, but he sends it deep to center field. Sugiya gets on with a walk immediately afterwards, just for the inning to end. I mean, if we have something good happen here in the 8th, then maybe we end an inning early, but doesn't look like it. It is going to go to all 9. We get a double play for Takayama to continue facing as little as possible. And Gunji hits another home run, so now it's 7-0. That is back-to-back innings with home runs for Gunji. Now we just have to pitch out the bottom of the 9th. And batter has both table setter and comeback. But the stats are pretty down there, so we're going to use some of our weaker pitches and then finish him off with the sinker. He does connect with it, so now we go slider. As Koshida slides to the right, gets the catch. Now they have their lead off. This is when their batters get a little bit better, so we're going to go fastball, slider, sinker. The classic combo. That sinker does a lot of work. Sugiya gets underneath it. It's out number 2. We are 1 out away. Iamori, I feel like should be an easy out for us. So we're going to curveball, fastball, and slide it back down with the slider. Oh, it got through, but it's to Ikiya, who's going to get it to first. That's going to be the ball game. 7-0 win against Hakuta Daiichi. 16 hits as well, so our team performed exactly how we want them to. We get plenty of stat boosts out of it as well, it looks like. Oh, and we'll go sprints and fungo here, I think. That energy from the fungo. But let's check on our team. Ball speed continues to go up for Takayama, just like we want. We want everyone's ball speed to kind of hit 95, I'm thinking. And then we'll work on their pitch power. These two should have been way lower on stamina. I left them on auto for a little bit too long before deciding how I really wanted to do things. Narita is still working on his stamina. And after Narita's stamina, we have to immediately try and teach him a couple more pitches to get something out of it. Because just what he has now is not good enough. Contact versus lefties is going up for Sugiya, so that's good. Contact righty for Ikiya is actually where we want it, so we're going to go contact lefties now. After we do that, we can get the power going for Ikiya, whose third year is going to be insane, I think. Speed still going up for Sekita. Going contact with righties. Power for Nanamoru. Happy with that. He's getting close to that S tier. Speed throwing is actually good for Senba, that's why we were checking, so we're going to go for arm strength now. Speed for Nawa, still needs to get up there. Gunji is at B tier for contact. Gunji is theoretically one that we would have wanted to take all the way up to 8. We're going to try and go for A tier contact versus righties before we go for the lefties. He just hasn't really developed as well as I would have wanted him to, which is really unfortunate. Like, his defensive side is pretty decent. His game calling was just so far down, I didn't really want to work with that as a catcher. Catching is now B tier for Tamaki, so we're going to go over to fielding. Has Tamaki been playing right field? Yes, I believe that is the 9 jersey. We'll double check here. Yeah, Tamaki is our right fielder. So that's good. Darn, I was really hoping to get rid of that exclamation point with that. Yeah. So we go sprints and fungo. Get a little bit of energy back going into the semifinals. Sprints don't get us anything, but the fielding got us quite a bit, actually. Solo practice for a couple of days just gets Tamaki's fielding up. Stamina goes up for a lot of our pitchers, and we're going up against a mid-tier rated team. So we should be favorites to win. Probably a little bit easier than last match that we just had. Hanamura having an off day, but what can you do? Takayama's fully rested. We're going to get right into it. I don't have a drink up here. How much I'm talking, I really should get one. Alright, Ikia. Here we go. A contact. A change up. He throws us 2 change-ups in a row. We line up the second one. And that is going to be at least a double. Honestly, he's far enough. We're going for the triple. They throw it in, but it's not there nearly in time. Ikia slides in with a lead-off triple. I mean, I just don't know what he was thinking, trying to throw the change-up twice. Now we got Nita up. And that is a fastball that we absolutely blast. Give it a ride to out to center field. It's going to go over the center fielder's head, bounce up against the wall, and it's a double after the triple. A good couple of hits to start us off. Now we're going to see what Nanamuro can do. He has the power to hit a home run here. We'll see if he's going to actually be able to. As we miss the fastball. But they have an error, and we were a step away, and unfortunately Nanamuro has not gotten up to the level of speed that the rest of the team has. But guess what? Gunji follows it up with yet another home run. As I don't even know how many he's hit at this point. But Gunji with the 2-run blast puts us up 3-0. The top of the first. The silver bat for a silver slugger. Now we get to pitch. So we'll see how Takayama is going to handle this team. They've made it this far, so they might have 1 or 2 players that are actually decent. And this guy just has D-tier contact, F-tier power. We can start him off with that 2-seamer. I feel like whenever they make contact on the 2-seamer, it ends up finding Nita at second base. Start this guy off with the curveball. D-tier power, so he has a little bit more power than the other player. We'll go away with the 2-seamer. Does make contact, but see that slider down and away. We can pitch it right in the strike zone, because again, these players aren't really amazing. C contact, D tier power, push hitter, so we want to pitch this guy inside, and we might actually want to take him somewhat seriously. So we'll start with the fastball up and in. Then we'll go to the slider. And then we hit him with that sinker. We get the strikeout. A little bit lucky with that call, I think. I think 9 out of 10 times that one's getting called a ball in this game, but I'm not going to complain. We get the strikeout, we get out of the side. Takayama walks someone for letting up a hit. So a couple of players left stranded for Daisafu North. It's our turn up. We have first and third. Now it's going to be bases loaded. And it's actually going to let us bat right here, because we're not up by 5 yet. So we'll see what we can do with Koshida. I feel like a lot of the time I struggle to hit with him, and that struggle doesn't end here. I don't know what it is. I just can't tee things up with him. I don't know if it's his stance or what. That's a fastball that we're going to hit into left center, and maybe a bases clearing double? It is indeed. So that's 6-0 to the top of the third. Able to stay on a nice even plane with the hit. And it just settles right up against the wall before they're able to get it back in. With our team being fast, they're not going to let the chance to run the bases go by. We're able to go 1, 2, 3, bottom of the third. See if anyone's able to add anything. No, the top of our lineup goes 1, 2, 3. Not something I expect out of these players. Sugia gets a nice hit, or Senba rounds into a double play. Sugia, for hitting in the 5 spot, hit so incredibly well that I kind of wanted to swap him with Nita in the 2nd spot. But every once in a while, we really do need that extra cleanup batter for when Nanamura or Gunji can't clear the bases. Sugia is right there and he can do that work. But Nanamura with a home run creates an 8-0 deficit for the other team to try and handle, and we almost tack on more as we get a player over to 3rd before leaving him stranded. Now we're going to go in here, 7th inning. All it takes is a strikeout. We're going to be able to end this. Let's start with a 2-seam away. Into a sinker on the inside. Oh, he connects with the sinker. Sugia is going to catch that one behind home plate. And it's an 8-0 win there for Ishita in the semifinals of the Fall Prefecture Tournament. And, oh, okay, so we actually get back up to Powerhouse rated. We don't need to try and... Okay, so we just have to win Koshin 3 times in a row. We get Super Powerhouse rated, and then we can just get there again automatically if we play well enough, if we happen to lose it. That's good info to know. Glad that we got our Powerhouse title back. It was missing it. So we're going to double up on the bad hop catches. I don't know what college actually gives us. We've never gone to college in this game, so I'm actually going to try it out. I'm curious. Did we not use our... We didn't use our well-drained dirt. And I might have actually held off because I saw the rain coming here soon. So let's go bad hop and then college to see what we might get out of the college. Maybe we get to see some players. Okay, about baseball trading cards. We get trading cards out of visiting college players. What? We're going up against a mid-tier rated team as well. Nah, it's not time for Narita to play yet. We need to get him those other pitches before we even think about letting him play, and we got to get their breakup after we get him those pitches, so... Alright, Ikia. Here we go. Start us off right. There we go. First pitch. First hit of the Prefecture Finals. We don't need to worry about going for 3 this time. I'm going to play this one a little bit slower. I think we'll be able to kind of dominate anyways. Nita, how do you miss that fastball? It's definitely not because my timing was off that you missed that fastball. Absolutely not. And that's going to be the first run across. There's no way they get it in time. Nobody can keep up with Ikia's speed. Nice hit for them. All right, Nanomura. You see the fastball, you hit the fastball, but you don't hit the fastball far enough. User error or a bad swing by the first year, who knows? Oh, he uses a different pitch, this time a hard changeup. As we hit the sweet spot on that, thumbed it towards the first base, or the center fielder at 113. Alright, Sugiya. See what you can do. Honestly, if that was a strike, I would have accepted it. That would have been a great pitch. Hard changeup. I could have swung, I think, if I wanted to. But we get Sugiya to hit it the other way. We're going to leave everyone at the base they're at. Don't need to send anyone too quickly. Senba is still a good hitter. As he starts it off with a hard changeup into a fastball, which doesn't get down into the gap, but we are going to send our player from third home, and that's a 3-0 lead yet again in the top of the first. Good connection. So we ground into a double play right after that and get into the pitching. Their center fielder, who hits third, does have 3 home runs. They have a DH that hasn't hit before, hitting in their 4 spot. Curious to see what he's going to be like. It's interesting to give up your 4 spot to a player that hasn't pitched there or hit there before. So we're going to go 2-seam. We're going to go curveball. We're going to go sinker away. Nice. First strikeout. We have another 2-seam that we can start off with. We'll go slider on the inside. He does connect on the slider. That's just going to be over to Ikiya for an easy throw to the first baseman. Start this one off with a curveball. Oh, he's a push hitter. I should have paid attention to that and pitched him to the inside. Ooh, we leave one down the middle, but he doesn't swing at it. Lucky us. As he does end up hitting that slider, and I think we get lucky that it goes foul. So now we'll go with the 2-seam up and in. And we, yet again, mistime our 2-seam. Struggling with that pitch as D-contact, C-power. I can kind of see why they let this guy have the 4 spot. We'll still go with the 2-seam. Hopefully this time we don't mess it up. And then we'll try and put that sinker on the inside. We shouldn't have pitched it straight to him. He's better than that. I gotta remember, as soon as they have like a CD combo or higher, I gotta start trying to go for those strikeout pitches that go out of the strike zone. I get so used to pitching to some of the weaker teams that my mindset's just like, all right, just pitch right at these guys. Let's get this through and over with. And it really leads to some trouble sometimes. It's Gunji able to steal second, and we may leave him stranded right there. Shirai for them. Let's get a hit, and we walk someone. But they don't get anything else out of it. We leave 2 players stranded from their team on the bases. We go 1, 2, 3 in the top of the 4th. Now they're up to hit. They have 2 players on, no outs. Now it's first and third, and a strikeout is able to finish off the bottom of the 4th. As we get on thanks to an error Sugia gets a hit. We get a chance in the top of the 5th to try and put some good damage onto it. They're finally onto their first relief pitcher. So that is an outside sinker. Oh, I thought it was a fastball. I think that might have been a cutter. Yeah, I think he has a cutter for his pitch as we send that one deep to center field, up and over the center fielder's head. Should be able to send our player home pretty easily. That's a 5-0 lead with a Senba double. Alright, we're through the 6th. Nothing happens there. So then into the 7th, we have 1st and 3rd, no outs. We do get a hit. There's 2 outs at this point, and then we strike out. So only 1 added on there. There's no called game in the finals, so it doesn't matter even if we were up 10-0 right now. Game would go on. As they do keep on getting base runners against Takayama. They're just not really able to convert with anything afterwards, as we have bases loaded, Gunji up, and he rounds out. When we get up to a 9-0 lead in the 8th inning, we're able to hold it. So 9th inning, Koshida immediately starts off with a hit before Nawa grounds into a double play, and now it's going to be bottom of the 9th. We're winning 9-0. Could be pretty easy for this team to finish it up. We start with the 2-seamer, go to the curveball. He does connect with it. Gunji, can you get there in time? No. No, he cannot. Not a huge surprise. So we'll go with the slider on the outside and then the sinker to the inside. As that's to the first baseman. He gets it over to the second baseman, who gets it back to our first baseman for the ground out double play. Wow, I really hate how I said that. Right, here we go. Final batter. We go 2-seam, we go curveball, and then we go right back to the 2-seam, this one up and in. And we dot the corner. 12 strikeouts and the win for Takayama. And that is our 3rd Autumn Prefecture Championship. Gotta love it. We do so well in the autumn. Takayama picking up where Kikuchi left off. This time he has a pitcher right behind him that hopefully will be able to train up to kind of take the weight off of him. Kikuchi really didn't have another pitcher that we could rely on. So we had to try and just play with him every single match, and I feel like that really hurt us. With Kikuchi, especially going into his final year, he just wasn't able to take any time off to try and get rested. And so we tried to one time, and, well, it ended up going very poorly for us. Because, I mean, this is just a spectate core. Core would have been great. Well, let's double up on the cores and visit this one of the stadiums. Get some recovery going for the team. Miyazano plays amazing. We get the training enhancer book. This is nice. If there ends up being a combination of things I want to do, but there's a skull or something on it, should be able to fix it with that. Hanamura got taller. He didn't get anything out of it, though. Spectate, practice swings is going to be how we're going to go with that. Let's check on our players. Ball speed up. We want to get you up to like 98, 99. That'd be so much fun for Takayama. Ball speed up. We're going from 95 for everyone that's not a starter, and for our starters, we want to try and get up to 95 speed. Narita, A-tier stamina. There's a lot of things that could get his stamina up from this point, and he has so much work to do elsewhere that, yeah. We're gonna go with the curveball first, and then we'll try and find the forkball. Sugiya almost to be contact, so we might be able to work on power pretty soon. It's good. Sekita... Actually, Sekita is... Nope, he was a 4-star, so we want to get him to S-tier speed. We're really about those speedy second basemen. I feel like we just keep on getting them. One after another. Contact right for Nita right now is fine. Power for Hanamura. Speed. Strength is up to B tier for Senba. Where has Senba been playing? Are you our left fielder? You are. I know sometimes we have players playing in different positions. Senba, you are going to get your fielding for left field up to B tier. You're pretty close already anyways. And then it looks like we'll work on contact with left. Speed's going up for you. Contact right for Gunji. Getting up to A tier slowly. Speed. Right field affinity. Speed. Great. Our team is getting back up there in speed, so I'm happy with that. Go for the spectate. Fielding affinity up for Senba. We do appreciate that. A couple of pitches that go up. And practice swings. Good. Solo practice for everyone. Stray dog, morale goes up. Not my favorite thing. But morale going up isn't ever really a bad thing. Unfortunate that the study group is like that. So we're going to skip. We're going to spectate. And we'll go with the muscle builder. Energy goes up. We're able to spectate. Contact. A bunch of different things. Velo goes up for 2 different players right there. There's a couple more velocity increases for the team. Okay. So, we had this training enhancer, right? Oh. Actually, let's use this rare baseball poise. Is that the last thing we want to give to Takayama? What is your poise at currently? C? Could be worth it. We already gave Narita so many things. We're gonna give it to him. Do we want to waste? And yeah, we want to save that training guide for when we have 5 things that we can use during a training thing. Regional brackets will be decided shortly. We're trying to get this speed going up there for the team. It'd be nice if we could get to B tier before the tournament. I don't think we're gonna be able to. I feel like B tier is actually pretty high up there. 5 days of solo practice. Someone's fielding affinity just went up to B tier, so we're gonna have to address that. Another year, another draft. Let's see which players get drafted. First round, Karuta. Second round, or still first round, Takamoto. Another one in the first round, Nagia. A 4th one with Kurowa. And a 5th one with Tazawa. 5 players to the pros. We have 12 different players playing in the pros right now. What's your approach? The freedom, fostering a winning, load managing, the limit. Winning environment? I don't know if I really love any of these. Practice or fostering a winning environment? We'll go winning environment. Because I really do care about making sure that the field's really well taken care of and everything, so that they can kind of improve as quickly as possible. Someone's fielding one up. B tier. Senba. You know what that means? That means that you're gonna work on your contact versus lefties. Yeah, yeah. Players are really close to the next steps. Oh, wait. Bracket lottery is, I think, literally next. So we're going to hit the study group instead and then the lap pull downs. Yeah, so there's only one day. We're actually going to hit the lap pull downs, and then the study group. We're going to get all of their energy as high as possible from one day of rest. Now his academic skill goes up. Sekita's academic skill goes up. Ikia's goes up. Happy, happy days. We want people to very much have high academic skill. Everybody's energy and trust going up a little bit more. There we go. Happy that the energy is going up. Trust isn't as important just with how we're playing the game. It's a little bit more important when you're doing a strategy game playthrough, but it's fine. Nice. Glad that you're happy with all the food. We're into the bracket lottery. 10-17. On you high. Let's see if we can check on Onyu High. We want to check on Arrival. Onyu High, they have good pitching, their batting is bad. Alright. Oh my god, look at all these practice swings. Seven days, triple up on the practice swings. Continue, nice. Contact up. Ada just got up to B tier. Someone got up to D tier. Contact. Narita has learned a curveball. Nice. We're happy to hear that. Mid-tier rated. Yojima. Yeah. Let's get right into this. We're glad that our player has learned a curveball. Now we're gonna need to try and get them to learn another pitch. And then Narita might actually end up becoming useful as our next ace after Takayama. Pitchers are always nice to find, no matter what. A D contact, F power. We'll go after him with the weaker pitches. This curveball in there. And go after him with the slider to finish him off. Nice! First strikeout. On the first batter. D tier contact, F tier power. Let's start with a curveball on the inside. Followed up by a two-seam on the inside. Does connect with it, but then we're going to go sinker backdoor. Nice. E-contact, D-tier power, so, I mean, this is a slightly better pitcher. We're going to start, or batter, we're going to start off with a backdoor sinker that he does make contact with, but Nita's going to be able to trail out into shallow right field very easily. That's an easy 1-2-3. As Gunji is at 13 home runs. I don't think he's going to match Morishita, only because he's going to end up playing less games. As Ikia on the sweet spot sends it deep to right field. And I almost thought that Ikia was actually going to get a home run in regionals. I feel like this is a little bit too big of a stadium for his power to get a home run, but you never know. If he gets it to the right spot, he just might be able to. This guy's got a screwball. We were late on the screwball. And then we messed up. Nanamura. Let's see. The high fastball. The low fastball. Throwing right down the middle. Oh, sinking fastball. We didn't get it. Screwball, we're early on. I keep on being early on that screwball. That's going to get us our first run, Nanamura. This is going to trade places with Ikia. And a one-out double for the first run of the game. See, Gunji, what can you do for us? You get a fastball down the middle. And you send it into the stands. So Gunji adds to his home run total. He's up to 14. He wants to chase down that Morishita record. I think it was 27 home runs that he's going to be trying to reach. Got the pretty decent team around him to try and go for it too. But I'm sure Nanamura is going to be right on the back of Gunji if Gunji does make it up that high. We are now adding to our run total in the second inning to get one more on there. And through 3, Takayama has faced the minimum. Good for him. Sugiya hitting a triple just for Senba to hit a home run? Excuse me, I didn't know Senba was built like that. Now they are able to finally get a runner on. Get something out of it. We are at the halfway point, 5 innings in. It is 6-0 currently for Ishita. Doesn't look like we're going to be closing it out in 5, but this is definitely a situation where we get to the bottom of the 7th. We might be able to end it. With a double for Senba, it opens up the possibility of ending it sooner. That sooner isn't going to come. That's a strikeout and a ground out. And now we are into the bottom of the 7th, up to bat with Tamaki, who got a left field hit earlier for an RBI. I did not follow that cutter at all. He also has a fastball that he leaves hanging just a little bit that we're going to hit softly into left center. All right, Ikia, here we go. Maybe you do hit a home run here. That is a crazy slider from this pitcher. The fact that he has that in his back pocket, he gets his other pitches up there a little bit. He could be very dangerous. Error by the shortstop, just not able to catch it. Could have really helped his team there. As I think that was a knuckleball. They're going to try and go for the double play. They don't even release it from second. Because we have that speed on our team. Nanamura, let's see you get a home run right here to end it. Sweet spot down the left field line. 3-run walk-off home run for Nanamura. He's just built like that. And this is why I said, depending on how well the team does around him, I really feel like he has a chance to catch up to the Morishita home run record. It's a possibility. I mean, Gunji, yes, has the best opportunity at it, but his first year just went so poorly that he didn't really get that much of an opportunity. Or start of his second year, I think, is what went poorly. So, it's just unfortunate how things ended up for him. Intra-squad, bad hop, before we get into the quarterfinals. See, I saw a sinker pitch go up. Oh, you know what we forgot to do? We forgot to go to our next ace. We gotta work on some of his stuff real quick. We'll have to remember, after this game, we gotta go to Narita. He has the curveball now. We gotta get him a pitch straight down. And then we gotta start getting the break up on that curveball. His cutter and his sinking fastball already have some good break. And the pitches aren't bad themselves. I mean, the sinking fastball is a little lacking. But as that curveball, it just doesn't break anywhere, so we don't really want to put him in yet. So we're gonna, I think, keep... We could put Fukai in there for a little bit of a break for Takayama, but I think we just keep him in there. Alright. Ikia, better versus righties. That's exactly what we have right here. That's a pretty good knuckle curve. This starter maybe has those starter level pitches. It doesn't look like his stamina is up there. So we'll see what we can do. Ikia not getting on base is very unfortunate. Cutter in the strike zone. I kind of thought it was high. Okay, it does look like that cutter may be his primary pitch. Get in here with Nanomuro. And he connects. Weak fly ball to left center. Now we have Gunji up. D contact against righties. Hard slider. Interesting. So he has a hard slider, a cutter. That crazy knuckle curve that we saw. He's got some decent pitches, and it seems like they have some power behind them. But he just doesn't have any stamina. They'll say Takayama's ERA down to a 1.47 is absolutely phenomenal. I love the look of that. My god, 2 bad pitches during the warm-up. We'll start with the curveball then. We dot it on the corner. Then we go with the 2-seam. Then into the sinker. Next with the sinker. We just get that into second base. Not happy that he hit the sinker. Not happy at all. So we're going to go sinker on the outside, slider on the inside. Back to a sinker down and in. Alright. He couldn't handle that. We're going to start this guy off with a slider away. Into a sinker on the inside. Nita gets the little pop-up easily. And D tier in both scenarios. 2-seam at 95. Get the slider, and then we're going to go sinker, but fully inside this time for the swing and miss. 2 strikeouts. And an 0-0 first. Hopefully our team does a little bit better with the simulation against this pitcher. So far, looking like it. But we leave a player stranded on third. Not what I like to see, and our third baseman makes an error. Known more for his hitting than his fielding right now. Nita gets a hit. Nanomura works a walk, so doesn't Gunji. We have bases loaded. Sugiya, he's got that power. As I kind of let go of my PCI, I make a mistake. Bad pitch on the hard slider, but the catcher is able to keep it in front of him. Oh, the sinker. Dude, I am bad against this pitcher. Knuckle curve, but we do stay on it, and it gets into the gap. Can it be a basing? No, not bases cleared. But second and third with a couple of runs from Sugiya, we're happy with it. I feel like he's got that quiet power. Sack fly from Senba gets us a third. We continue onward. Nawa starts it off with a double. Flyout ends the inning. Ugh. See, we're moving right along now. Through the 5th. They still only have 2 hits on Takayama so far. I speak and I curse. That's a third one. We do have... I don't know if this is their second pitcher or their third pitcher. But we get a triple and we're in there. So this is their first relief pitcher. He's 11 pitches in. And he leaves one right in the middle for us to hit into the outfield. That's 4-0 immediately. Gunji gets a walk. We get another chance. Sugiya, you got 2 RBIs earlier. Let's see. Because you also sneak it through. And we send that player to third. We probably shouldn't have. Should have just accepted. But instead we push for more. Alright, here we go. 7th inning. Player on second. His verse fastball. We're going to get a slider in there. We're going to get a sinker. He does hit the sinker, but it's in foul ground. Tamaki. He was never going to make it, but I figured I may as well try. We'll try and get this curveball in here. Wonderfully pitched. That is 9 strikeouts for Takayama so far. See, this guy has verse breaking. So we'll just pitch him a 2-seam, a 4-seam, and then another 2-seam. He does hit the next 4-seam or 2-seam. We get it in. They have their player home. That's what I get for trying to beat him with 3 fastballs. I don't think it was ever going to work out that way, but we could try. Now in the 8th inning, we have a batter on first. We have Nawa up to hit. Bad side spin fastball. A decent sinker. And we see the sinker again. Is that going to be a double play? Yes. Double play by half a step. Bad hitting there for me against the sinker. I just haven't been able to bat well against these pitchers for some reason. We go into Takayama in the 9th inning, looking to close it out, starting with their cleanup hitter. Go in there with the fastball. To the slider. We're going to trick him, not go sinker. We're going to go to the curveball. Oh, but he crushes the curveball. Senba trailing back and over his shoulder. He makes the catch. This one will start with a sinker. On the outside. He's late on it. So we're actually going to go curveball because he's going to try and speed up his swing. And then we hammer it home with the fastball up and in. Wasn't ready for it. That's 12 strikeouts. And we start this guy with the slider on the outside. Sinker to the inside. And that is going to be a ground out to Nita to end the game. 4-1 win against Genoza North. Honestly, that was a pretty decent game. The closest one we've had in a little while. Even gonna get a boost there. Ueno's pitching going up. Ikia's running going up to B tier. Like that. So that is us through the quarterfinals. Now, let's not make the same mistake and forget to fix Narita's pitching. So obviously he learned the straight down pitch. Need him to eventually learn break on it. But that's okay. We go back to learn new pitch and learn a straight down pitch. Please and thank you. And we're gonna go spectate lap. 10-game win streak. What's the secret? That we're honestly getting kind of lucky with our matchups now. Slide pump went up for someone. Good amount of arm strength for everyone. I'm happy with that. Attacked. Nice. Nida's academic skill goes up, so does Nawa's. Nice. A lot of academic skill that we just got there. I did not pay attention to how good this game, or this team was. Okay, it didn't tell me either. We're gonna keep Takayama in there. I'm scared to take him out. Nida is not... He's so close to ready, but he's just not there yet. We have him learning that pitch. Once he learns that other pitch, we then just need to work on the braking. And as soon as we can get the braking up, we'll be good. So we're going up against the C-tier team. Pretty similar to us. They have really good pitching. And if we know one thing, I'm really bad against really good pitching. So, this should be interesting. Right. Start off with a slider. Nice. Fastball up and away. As we lose control of it. Alright, let's try sinker on the inside. Makes contact. So let's go to the curveball out of the zone. Not fooled by it. Sinker on the outside then? Nice. This guy has verse braking. I shouldn't have pitched that slider, but it's fine. We're going to go with the fastball right afterwards. Dude, we can't connect with this fastball. We're going to try the same thing again. It does connect. Oh, our first baseman almost made it there. Let's try sinker here. Does connect with it. Over to Nida. To the first baseman. And out number 2 is cured. Go fastball into a slider, into another slider, but this one goes out of the zone. Doesn't fall for it. Let's go curveball out of the zone. Doesn't fall for it. Okay, sinker on the outside corner. Sometimes that's all it takes. Right, 14 home runs for Gunji, 7 for Nanamoru. So Ikia with 6 is kind of crazy. There's that warning track power here, but in the smaller stadium, he just crushes it. Yeah, that's a real good start. That's a triple out of him. It's not even close. 10.7 seconds from home to third. Nita, can you hit him home? Yeah, you can when he lollipops a fastball down Main Street for you. That's a 1-0 lead. There we go. All right, Nanamuru. See if you can hit another one. You connect with it, but I think you're actually out here. Yeah. Perfect contact, but you just hit it the other way instead of going with it. That is a Fosh. Foshes look so weird. They look like they're gonna break hard, and then they just don't. Gunji ends up grounding out. That's why we really shouldn't be swinging on those unless they're fastballs. Sugiya, you have it in you. Show it to me. That wasn't a fastball. Whoops. That one was. Oh, this guy throws about 94 on his fastball. And we missed the sweeper. That's strike number 2. Bosch, again, just break straight down, even though it looks like it should break the other way as well. We get it over the second baseman. We keep the inning going. You know, this guy just doesn't have any of the pitches that I really struggle against, I guess. It's more the curveballs and the forkballs that I struggle the most against. And this guy has, like, change-ups and sweepers and stuff. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm not great against. But that fastball was in the right spot for Senba. And that's a 2-run homer for him. His third of his career. It's 4-0 in the top of the first. I didn't think we were going to get anything crazy going. But I guess I am just built the right way against this specific pitcher. So Takayama is getting hit a little bit. It's a couple of players on first and third, but they don't get any runs out of it. We get a player on second, and we also can't do anything about it. How disappointing. The run support's always nice, but now they are starting to get some hits. They have the same amount as us, but 3 less runs. Second base ground out. Right field hit for Nawa. Tamaki follows it up, so we're stringing together a couple now just to leave them stranded right there. How unfortunate. I really thought we had something going there. That's what I was hoping for anyways. Now Gunji gets a hit. I believe that just said that we got them to swap pitchers and then we failed to steal a base. We're never going to be mad about that. We want our players to try and get in scoring position as often as possible. With a pitcher error, Senba is going to get himself onto second base. We get to hit with Koshida. Probably one of the worst players for us to try and hit with. For some reason, we're just bad with him. It's a fastball right there. All we needed to do was swing. There we go. Finally connecting with a good hit. All right, now a 2 for 2 right now. Can he make it 3 for 3? When he sees that, he really thought about it, and we send the player to second on accident, but it ends up working out because we sent the player home late. Now it's Tamaki up to hit, and he gets a fastball that he tries to send up the middle, and we forget to run fast with him. Otherwise, he may have been able to make that. Ikia up to hit now. That's a screwball to the outside. Circle change only drops a little bit. That's a fastball that we try and hit the other way. Wait. What? I'm confused at what just happened. Our player got tagged out, I think? But I don't know. Oh. We hit a batter, and now there's 2 players on, no one out. We're going to start off with the sinker. He has verse breaking, that's fine. We're going to try and get him to swing at this sinker on the outside. He doesn't even take the bat off his shoulder for it. I still want to try and get the ground out, so we're going to go sinker on the inside to start. And on the outside... Honestly, curveball below the zone? No? No, you don't want it? Let's go back to the sinker. Over to third, Nakamura to second, to first. And it's a double play to get out of the inning. Takayama thankful for his defense getting him out of that jam. Oh, we have a pinch hitter. Sekita. The first year comes in to try and end it. But we hit it straight to third. And it's a double play. The pinch hitter doesn't work out for us. And Nawa to take it. Furusei takes over at first. Now top of the 9th, we can finish it with some good pitching. We start with the fastball, go to the sinker. And then we're going to try and finish it off with the slider. That is a spider that just crawled underneath my keyboard. Oh boy. Alright, Sugiya. Nice little pop-up. I'm gonna back up from my desk a little bit. Oh. Couldn't react to the spider in time to kill it. Player has verse breaking, so we'll go sinker fastball. He does hit the fastball. Gunji just gonna field it, get it in the second base. And let's see the curveball come out. The sinker. It's a slider. I say sinker because I feel like the sinker and slider should be swapped. But now we're going to go sinker on the outside. Gets him to swing. That's a strikeout. And we'll go curveball again. Curveball does us good. We'll go slider to the same spot. And can we get the sinker in that spot too? That'd be awesome. We just barely miss it. Let's go fastball up in it. Wow, he connects on that. After we did so much, Senba gets over there, throws it to third, keeps the player on second. How do we want to go at this person? He has verse fastball, so we'll start with a slider. We'll go to a curveball. And the curveball is going to be enough. Ikia just ekes it out to second base beforehand, and it's a 5-1 win for Ishita. Happy days, happy days. Does feel good. Now we're into the regional finals. Tamaki with the Speedster title. Fungo pitch research. We'll go skip pitch pitch. Before the semifinals. Get a little bit of energy back. And improve our breaking balls. Oh, oh. I need something to actually, like, mush this with. Honestly, I'm gonna use this. The spider, it's taunting me. Dude, that thing was fast. I moved for just a second and it's gone. It's out back by my monitor now. Alright, field conditions up to 76. Durability of training equipment recovers. Contender rated Hasumi Denko. Fall National Tournament. That's what we want to get to right here. But Takayama might not be able to make it through the entire match, so we might have to bring in someone else. But he is gonna start. 100% gonna start. Pay attention, see if we can find the spider. Cool. Right, this is also probably going to be the last match of today. As Ikia steps in, and it looks like it's going to be a ground-out, easy one to the second baseman. Now we have Nita up. If we lose this, I'm blaming it on the spider. Fastball on the inside. Nita is locked in. That's a fastball. Doesn't make it up through the middle. Can he beat it out? No. But we have Nanamuru. He could still at least get us a run for the blast here. High fastball. This pitcher has been throwing a lot of fastballs so far. And he throws another one. That's a sweet spot. It looks to be going. And it's gone. 383-foot home run for Nanamura. Now it's Gunji. Can he follow it up? Okay, he has a decent sweeper, and that's the first one we've seen. What has this pitcher been doing? Yeah, that's a good sweeper onto Gunji right there. Some sort of changeup or something as well, and Gunji doesn't have the speed to keep up. Alright, Takayama. One more perfect pitch for the perfect warm-up. Oh. Right. Wow. Okay. Their first batter is really bad, I feel like. But if we throw pitches like that, it'll be fine. We'll try and go back to that 2-seam. There we go. And then we go slider to take care of him. Only there because he has speed, I feel like. So now we're going to go with our fastball. We're going to go curveball on the outside. And slider also on the outside. Connects with the slider. He gets it through. We're going to start this player off with a sinker, then to a slider on the inside, to a curveball that drops out of the zone. Doesn't fall for it. Let's go slider out of the zone. He does go for it. Nanamura, his fielding just can't keep up. Oh. I knew it might come to bite us in the butt at some point, but that is unfortunate. We gotta push hitters. We want to push for inside pitches. We go slider. So now we'll go fastball on the inside. Doesn't take the bait. Let's go slider low. Take it. Let's go sinker right here. He honestly gets some decent push to it. Thrown it to third, but we are late. We're gonna go with the slider. We're gonna go with the sinker. And then we're gonna try and finish it with a curveball out of the zone. He does make contact, but it's to Nito. We're just gonna throw it to first. And it's the side retired after a couple of hits led up. Good one from Takayama to get out of. Unfortunately, more pitches than we wanted to throw, obviously. Get a couple of runners, first and third. Don't capitalize on any more early runs. They get one hit, but it was with 2 outs, so nothing's going to come of that. Home run for Nanomura. Second one of the game for him. Gunji gets a hit as well to follow it up, but isn't able to produce any more. Good 2-out hitting there. Senma hits a home run as well. 3 runs, 3 home runs for Ishita. Nawa finally gets our first run that isn't a homer, as he may get left stranded on second after he steals that base. As, I mean, 4-0 lead is very happy to me. 2 outs, and they had 2 runners on. Just a ground out to the shortstop. We go down 1-2-3 in the 5th. I think it's the first inning that we've gone down 1-2-3. We still have Takayama in there in the 6th. So he must be looking decent, but he has let up 5 hits already. And that's a double. He's at 82 pitches. I don't imagine Takayama is going to be lasting too much longer. This batter has verse breaking, so it'd be really nice if we could have gotten over here on that fastball, foul ball. But we'll go slider out of the zone. Maybe he'll want to chase it. I thought I threw that out of the zone. I didn't. 2-seamer up. Really good layoff right there. Sinker on the inside. Fouls it off. Okay. Let's try a fastball top of the zone. Wasn't expecting it. And that's 8 strikeouts for Takayama. We'll go slider on the outside. Curveball to the same spot. And then a sinker slightly up and in. It goes to Nita to first. And the side is retired. Right, let's see how the team does in the 7th. Walk for Nanomura. Maybe they didn't want to pitch to him anymore. Gunji gets a hit, though, and we have first and second with 2 outs. Sugiya, I believe in you. This is your opportunity to show us what you're made of against their 3rd pitcher. Okay, Ephus curveball comes in real slow. And then he throws a fastball right afterwards. Error on their right fielder is going to allow us to get another run. That's going to be 5-0. The top of the 7th as Senba strikes out. This is looking good. Even if we swap out Takayama here just for someone else in the final inning or final couple of innings, I feel like that's fine. They have a pinch hitter who strikes out, and then we walk Kamada, walk Taniguchi. Hiroshi flies out, and Tamioka strikes out. Nanomura, I was going to say, can you hit another one? No. We go 1-2-3. In here is Takayama with 117 pitches currently. We're going to start it with a fastball. He immediately connects with it. Tamaki sliding play is able to get the first out of the ninth. Right, slider on the outside. And again, they're able to connect. That one's going to be fine. Senba cuts it off and throws it into Nita. Is it time to take Takayama out of the game? We started with the sinker. If he gets there fast enough, can we get it second? No. And that's... Oh my god, he throws it away. He throws it away. And that's a slider that they connect with. They are hitting absolutely everything on Takayama right now. Weak fastball. We go back to the sinker. That's weak as well, but it's to Senba. Can the relay get the batter out at home? No. They get their first run in the bottom of the ninth, but now they have 2 outs. We go for the sinker away. The slider on the inside. The only 2 pitches we can really rely on right now, and we go for another sinker to the outside for the strikeout and the ball game. And that is the Autumn Regional Championship secured for Ishida High School. Oh my goodness. Our second regional title. Wasn't really that tough of a game either. They got a little bit going in the bottom of the ninth, but we secure it. An easy win to end it. Increase our powerhouse rating just a little bit. Curveball control goes up for Takayama. That's good. It's the power that we want to kind of go up a little bit too, though. But I feel like the power doesn't really matter too much. Fall National is selected. Senba is the Catapult. Koshida is Mr. Enthusiasm. Nawa is the Sleeping Lion. And, I mean, that's where we're gonna end it today. We are gonna end it right there. We're gonna get ready for Nationals in the next stream tomorrow. And we're going to hope that Takayama can keep it up. He was pitching really well there. It didn't hurt to get his velocity just a little bit higher up. I mean, we're up to 96 miles per hour. We're aiming for that 99 miles per hour before we work on his pitches again. Fukai is working on his ball speed, so isn't Ajiri. They are both almost where I want them. At 95 miles per hour. Bueno has quite a bit to go. Narita, how you doing on that learnable pitch? You're only a third, maybe a quarter of the way, so you still have plenty to do. Sugio with contact left has gone way higher than he needs to, so we're gonna start working on your power. I find it really funny that I decided to work on Sugio's hitting so early on. Because his defense is nowhere near where it needs to be. I think we just kind of accepted he was going to be subpar defensively. And speed still going up for Koshida. Contact left for Ikia. We're going to get that up to A tier. And then work on your power. You're only 8 points away from A tier though, so that's good. Speed for Sekita. I think we want it up to S tier, but he is progressing slowly with that, I feel like. Contact right for Nita is at a B tier. Was Nita one of our really good? Yeah, Nita was, so we'll go up to A tier with that contact. And then work on contact left up to A tier. see, Nanamoru, 4 points away from S tier slugging power, and with that contact, I mean, it might be about time to swap Gunji and Nanamura in slots, but I like having Nanamura in that 3 spot, getting him plenty of opportunities to hit. We're gonna keep him there till maybe Gunji retires or goes pro. Gunji's probably gonna end up going pro. So maybe we do that. Speed still going up for Furuse. Contact left for Senba. He's 2 points away from being able to work on contact right. Speed for Nawa still. Contact right for Gunji is 1 point away from working on contact left. And then we should probably work on his fielding, because it's a little rough. Speed for Ogita is actually, I think, where it needs to be. Yeah, we don't have him down as a 4-star or 5-star recruit. So his speed, we're happy with. And that means it's time for him to work on catching. Great field affinity for Tamaki. He's at 65. 65 speed for Yamamura. Must be Denko goes down and yeah, Ishita, the champions. That is where we're gonna call it. I hope everyone had a wonderful day. We're just gonna hit that save real quick. We're gonna exit. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you, anyone who stopped by to support. I will see you guys tomorrow for some more Nationals action. Have a wonderful rest of your night, and bye-bye.